Number 4, it says Alice decides to retest the 10% of her students who have the highest blood pressures on the first day of term. So if I was just to redraw that, that's nice and simple, really. Here's the standard distribution. 10%, the highest, are going to be these folks up here. So this is going to be this 10% here, yeah? And if that's 10% or 0.1, then we know that this side here must be 0.4. And we know that must be 0.4 because the whole lot up to there must be 90%. So this is 0.5, 0.4, and 0.4 plus 0.5 equals 0.9. So that's the 90% below there, which means 10% must be above there. So these are the 10% with the highest blood pressure. So what we want to do is we need to find the lowest blood pressure value. So we need to find this blood pressure value here. Now we've got other blood pressure values. Of course, we know the mean is going to be 113. Standard deviation is 10.3. So we can pretty much say, well, what will 0.4 be? What's going to be that point there? And if we find 0.4, we're actually finding this area here, and then we want to subtract it from this area here and find that Z value. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's find 0.4. So let's do that first. So 0.4 on here, and let's find a 0.4. 393. Oh, here we go. 3997. So I'm pretty happy with that value there. So 3997, and we need a little bit more. We need 3 more, but I've got 2 more. 2 more will do. So what do we got here? We've got, this is 1.2, 1.2 standard deviations, 1.28, 1.281. So 1.281, and the number of standard deviations that I would need, so that this is an X, this is a Z value of 1.281 to get a 40%. So that's my Z value, yeah? So I've got my Z value, I found the probability, so now we need to find what this bit here is. So the Z value is going to be what? That's really what we're asking. So let's turn that Z value into millimeters per Hg. All right, so I'm going to go Z is equal to X, which is this value here, that's the one we're trying to find, minus the mean over the standard deviation. So Z, in fact, I'll write Z in now, it's got 1.281 is equal to X, which we do not know, minus the mean, which we do, over the standard deviation, which is 10.3. All right, so let's multiply both sides by 10.3, multiply by 10.3, and I'll just do that on the calculator so you can kind of see it. Here we go, so I'll put that there. So I've got 10.3 times, and I've got 1.281, and I'm going to end up with 13.1943. So I've got 13.1943 is equal to X minus 113. So I'm going to add 113 to both sides. See how nice and simple this is, yeah? So I'm going to go plus 113 is equal to 126. Sorry, it's out of focus. Go back and focus. So good. 126.1943. So X is equal to 126.1943. And again, this is going to be millimeters Hg. And that's that value right there. So that's ultimately what we're after. And that's how I would go ahead and find what that point there is. Hope that's useful, folks.